in the category of punishments by nature. They say that this is an inherited, this is a disease, a historical thing, which was once attached to life, and suddenly, sporadically it has appeared. But when you look at the chain of events and the progressive punishment, then you have to realize and agree that it is not just a blind happening. It is an organized, progressive punishment from some being which is controlling it. And this punishment is related to our immorality. So in that much the Christian elders are right. I mean, whether they call it defiance of Bible or we call it the defiance of the Quran, ultimately it boils down to the same thing, that it is the defiance of God, in fact, which is inviting these troubles. Yes, please.
The melodious voice of the muezzin of this mosque is spread from most Africans and becomes a source of inspiration to prayer. Yet there are other muezzins who don't have such a melodious voice. Would it be against any principles of Islam to record the voice of a melodious muezzin on cassette and play the cassette for time?
Well, as far as the use of cassette is concerned, it is to promote the Islamic injunctions, not to replace them. So in conjunction with human efforts, if it promotes our efforts, it's well and good. But they are not meant to replace human participation in the forms of worship. This is why I have never permitted the use of cassette of my khutbah instead of the imam. That somebody should play the cassette and say this is the khutbah being said, and that should replace the real khutbah. I have never permitted this, despite the fact that it was repeatedly suggested by some people from here and there. So this is my firm belief, that human participation and deep association with the processes of worship should never be permitted to be replaced by these aids. But these aids should promote those processes. So this is why when he comes to the microphone and records his voice, these help him carry the voice not only to a broader audience here, but also to America and to other continents. But that would remain Khaja Sahib's voice, and it would not replace your voice wherever you are. You see? Yes, please. Yes, please. Mr. Sahib.
Assalamu
alaikum.
Why God does not punish a person who claims to be God, but a person is punished if he claims to be a prophet?
Because to claim to be a God is so absurd, and one is proved to be so helpless, totally helpless, that no sane man can believe in a person who claims to be a God. And if you are not sane, you are not punished. But those who claim to be gods earlier, while man's mind was not yet mature, and who did succeed in duping people and to deceiving them, they were punished. So the Holy Quran ushers us into a new era where it is a sort of prediction that from then on it is impossible for man to claim to be a god and for the other man to believe in such a claim to any seriousness. But prophets can come and claim to be prophets, and they would be listened to, and there is a danger that even false ones would be taken as the righteous ones. Because in such a case, it is only Allah who knows whether he spoke to someone or not. So it is his responsibility to destroy such a person and not the responsibility of those who do not know. But earlier, like Pharaoh, who claimed to be a god, the Holy Quran tells us categorically that because of this claim he was destroyed. He never claimed to be a prophet. fifth more question you mean?
What is your opinion about black holes? Are they mentioned in the Holy Quran?
Yes, very much so. I have mentioned it earlier in one of my question answer sessions. I pointed out the verse in which the black holes are mentioned. And yes, they are. They are a reality. Now, Hafiz Sahib, would you help me recalling that verse? Where is Hafiz Muzaffar Sahib? Yes. Just a moment. Let me first run my computers, to... यौम नत्फि समा कतई सिजिल लिल कुतुब कमा बदाना अव्वल खल्किन नुईदो वादन अलैना इन्ना कुन्ना फाइलिन. This is one of those verses which specifically mentions the process of black hole. Yawma natfi sama katayyi sijilli lil kutub is a beautiful description of how the black hole works. The recent investigations have disclosed that when accretion from nearby stars begins to travel towards a black hole, which is a source of immense gravitational power, which you can't even imagine. I mean, the human mathematics is defied by the colossal power of that gravitation. It is to an immense order greater than the gravitational force known to us here on Earth. The result is that the internal pull of the particles becomes so great that star, which is the source, which ultimately is to become the black hole, it collapses on itself first, at the first stage. And when it collapses on itself, its volume has decreased and power has increased, because the power is directly related to the number of atoms and particles which it contains. And the volume is decreased, so that power is extremely concentrated now. It becomes so concentrated that the internal order of molecules and atoms also collapses on itself. The whole structure collapses, and it becomes comparatively much, much smaller than the previously collapsed star. Now the power remains the same, the sum total of the power, and the volume is so small that in fact it disappears from the view, so you don't know how small it is. The result is that in a small pinpoint maybe, entire force or gravitational force of the universe is concentrated. The result is that for many, many 100 light years or 1,000 light years, whatever matter is found around, it begins to travel towards that center of gravity. And as it approaches it, it goes through many transformations. But ultimately it falls to that center at the speed of light. And when it joins it, it is squeezed, adding strength and not adding volume. Because the strength it brings is so immense that the whole added mass is also squeezed into even a smaller size. So it is a a vicious circle which goes on and on and on until a black hole mathematically is possible, which would eat up the entire universe and yet would be invisible, would be so small. What would happen to that mass, where it would have gone, and all that has not yet been visualized by the scientists, although many theories are put forward. But the Holy Quran not only mentions this black hole and its formation processes, but also mentions